had that same sweater, very close to it.
I got it for you.
That's how I had it!
99% sure I got it for you.
My straw's missing.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, look, there's no straw.
That's a
It's
string.
a string.
You idiot.
This is going to be a fun episode.
That has to be this.
This is going to be a fun episode. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to The Subject Matter. I'm your host, Stephen Jenkins, here with your co-host, Mr. Jonathan Dayton. We are experts in nothing, here to give you our thoughts and opinions on all of it. We have an archived episode for you today, ladies and gentlemen, which means that this is no longer a thing. And these guys have a brand new baby girl. And so, yeah, we don't know exactly how this episode is going to go because, well, we have a game. And Addy's going to explain the game because this is your idea.
Okay.
So, junior host Addy Dayton, explain how the game works.
Okay, this is a TikTok game.
Yes.
We make up a story. Okay, you get to say one sentence, and your sentence has to start with the next letter of the alphabet.
Okay.
So if Jonathan starts, his sentence has to start with A. My sentence would be B, C, D, E. You have to make this. Whoops.
What if you're
guys.
not familiar with the alphabet?
Well, you have to do this. A, B. Sorry. I'm really, really lacking sleep, okay?
I didn't know that my prompt would be that
Whoa,
good.
Okay.
Good.
A, B, C, D. Do that. Okay?
Okay.
Not 1, 2, 3.
No, that's not
Will
convincing
1, 2, 3
me.
get me to letters eventually?
No.
Okay.
Maybe if you have my head.
If you memorize like what letter it is, like
How many letters in the alphabet?
26.
27. I'm just kidding. I just wanted to see if I sounded confident if he'd go with it.
No.
Okay.
Well, I was questioning, so...
I thought, I'm like,
Wait.
no, there's no.
It just also wouldn't be surprising, though, either.
No. There's 26.
She's counting.
There's 26.
What? I skipped some.
26.
Okay. So, Jonathan will start.
Okay. A man walked into a school.
But why?
Because he needed to pick up his kid.
Doesn't the school bus take him home?
Eh?
Forgot to get on the bus.
Golly.
Holy crap.
I think his dad's going to be mad.
Just thinking about it. Probably so.
Kill him, he will.
Later on that evening, I hope not.
Lame.
I was L.
You lose. You lost. You lost the game. She said L.
L.
Later on.
Maybe
All
so.
right. Who started?
Jonathan.
Jonathan. All right, I'll start. Should we start from that letter or should we start at the beginning again? The goal should be to make it to Z.
Yeah,
so
okay,
we'll start.
Okay.
All right. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Back when our grandparents were children.
Crunchy Crisps.
Did not exist.
Even though they now exist.
For real?
Gosh, they taste so good.
Harry loves to eat them.
Is Harry a real person?
Just fictional.
Caitlin's a real person.
Lame.
I knew you were going with that. I knew you were going. Most of the time.
Not all the time?
I had something on top of Old Smoky.
Partially covered with cheese.
Queso with that?
Really?
Shut up.
Time to move along.
Unusual conversation.
Very unusual conversation.
What are you doing after this conversation?
I know.
I have one, but we can't say it.
You know what I was going for, right?
Yep. Yeah.
The jokes.
X-ray machine?
Yes.
Zebras.
Zebros.
This is not how you play the game.
Zebros. Well,
That was almost a story.
It made no sense. No
They
sense.
are way more fluent on TikTok. We need to try again.
Well,
Alright.
so I take so.
but they're probably at least a little edited on TikTok, right?
Yes, they're a little edited on TikTok, but I think also the purpose of TikTok is like, don't they do it where like if you, I've seen them do stories like that, but they also do things on TikTok with the letters where like you have to say something in that category. If you don't say it quick enough, you get whacked with a pillow.
I have seen that.
Yeah,
I don't
but
know if that's this game.
I
or not.
don't
not
think
this
we're
game.
gonna whack people tonight.
All right, Addy, you
Okay.
can start a story this time.
Okay, here we go.
Addy is the best person on this podcast.
Correct.
Did you hear what he said?
Fly me away, please.
Get ready for the next game I come up with.
I'm gonna have a lot of editing to do with this one.
Just leave him out of it.
Kill me now.
Maybe tomorrow.
What happened to L?
I know, we always give a letter.
We were going strong!
I forgot L.
Loser.
Yes. How about this? Let's
Moving on.
instead of trying to tell a story, because we're already kind of doing this anyway, let's try and just have an actual conversation with the game.
Okay.
Just have a conversation. So Jonathan, you can start.
So conversation
So-
meaning just multiple
Conversation.
sentences.
So no, a conversation is, and we're not trying to tell a story. We're just trying to talk with each other, only using the next letter of the alphabet.
Okay. This was a very interesting podcast tonight, now wasn't it?
Does that start with A? That would be UH.
Taco. Christmas tree. I can do that too, buddy.
Oh my gosh, this will never
This
work.
better air. Hey,
This will
air!
never work.
Air starts with A.
All right, try
Yeah.
again, Jonathan.
Archive podcasts are really interesting.
Because we have nothing else to release, Jonathan.
Can't we skip me?
Don't know if we can skip you, but maybe next time.
Essentially, we did already.
Forgiven.
Great!
I am out of things to say.
Jolly.
Okay.
Kind of could have just said, just come up with something.
Like, you have to just talk.
I know.
No, I understand what you did there.
Okay, but you're just making noises. I don't even know what letter that was. Okay.
Query. Do you think this episode will be better if I cut out all the dead silence while we're thinking of something?
Oh, right on, dude. You know what that's off of?
Shrek.
Thinking that I didn't hear an R in your sentence.
Right on, dude.
Well, now you failed because that's not... That's,
What? Oh, that was what you were talking about.
yeah. I was wondering, I didn't hear, in your sentence, I didn't hear the, whatever letter you were supposed to use.
R.
Right.
Right on, dude.
Yeah, I got that now, but...
But I already lost, but it's the first time I lost.
So here's another one. We won't have to think of a letter. Okay, this is from a beautiful show called Whose Line Is It Anyway? So let's come up. We're gonna have a conversation.
Okay.
This one might be more difficult, but
Oh,
we
great.
We didn't do good
More
at that.
difficult.
we can only speak in questions.
Ooh,
So like
Okay.
historical.
no historical
Yeah.
questions. Like
Hypothetical? What?
Hypothetical?
Hypothetical.
no. Only speaking
Wait, just
questions.
questions.
Like you cannot answer in a affirmative.
Okay.
And so let's
That's
do
my life.
this. So let's do this. We'll go just a conversation between you two. Whoever loses first, then it goes to me, and then we'll go back and we'll see how far we get.
I'm not getting very far in this battle, buddy. Go ahead.
Are you really pregnant?
Did you really just ask that?
Well, this is a lot harder than what you think it is now, isn't it?
Yes, it
I think you lost.
I did. Your turn.
Okay.
Do you think Jonathan's just really bad at this game?
Do you think he can hear you?
I don't think. Dang it!
Really
I was
hard.
gonna be
I've
better than
never
that.
won anything.
Really hard.
All right, Jonathan, back to you.
Do you think I really suck at this game?
Do you think Steven really would ask that?
Does Steven really smell that bad?
Do you think he can hear you?
Do you think he really cares what I say?
Do you think his sister cares what you say?
Do you think his mom cares what I say?
Do you think we should just keep listing people from his family?
Do you think we should?
Do you think Steven would enjoy this game? I think I automatically win, don't you think, Steven? You thought I was going to put a sentence there. I didn't.
What do you think I should do about this right now?
What do you think the viewers would think?
Do you think the viewers are even going to watch this episode?
Do you think we have viewers?
Do the 66 subscribers that we have watch the episodes?
Do your moms count?
Should we have them back on for an episode sometime?
Should we have the dads?
Wouldn't you be afraid of that?
Which dad?
Which one would you prefer?
Would you want to just go back to the mothers?
Why not?
Would anyone want to see that again?
Why would they?
Did they want to see it the first time?
Can we move on to a different subject now?
Wouldn't you want to keep talking about your mother?
It's harder than it looks.
Are you single?
Do you like my shoes?
Is that what I asked?
Do you know what single is?
Do you know what double is?
Do you know what triple is?
Do you think that this is going to get old really quick?
Do you think there's anyone watching at this point?
Yes, because I'm going to edit this very, very impressively.
If you could edit this episode to make it flow, I would be mightily
Wait, can we
impressed.
just say I just did really good
Did
because
You
my
didn't lose at all, actually.
my life is just questions at all times.
You didn't lose once. That's
you did very
impressive.
good. I'm very impressed.
It's like I forgot that she could lose. It would be possible for her to lose. Okay.
Guys, this was a great day.
This was
Okay.
quite something.
I
I
have
think
some-
there's one more. There's probably one more section we can do
Okay,
here.
I got one more thing for you need to do.
'Kay.
So, one of my favorite podcasts on TikTok. I don't watch the actual podcast or listen to their podcast, but I watch their shorts on TikTok, right? And they do a draft of their favorite stuff in a certain category and see who has the better list. So that's what we're gonna do now. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it with food,
Okay.
and it can be fast food items.
When you talk,
So like
I get
if
bored.
I
Sorry.
thank you.
I'm just kidding.
This has nothing to do with improv.
No,
The
nothing.
yawns just
So,
happened.
if like I choose Burger King, Big Mac is my number one, and it's off the board, and you choose something. It's a top
Now
five
is
list.
it just fast food?
Just fast food?
Okay.
Okay.
And how many items do we have?
5 each.
5 each.
I'll even
Got
let you
it.
start.
And then we can make our own decisions as to who we think has the best, and then
Yeah,
They
and
we
would
can
vote.
and then they
vote.
can vote in
They
the
can
comments
vote.
section. All right, sounds good.
So Steven's starting.
This is a
I
solid.
like that we got comfy.
I did get comfy. This is the
taking my
benefit
shoes
of
off.
not having a proper microphone set up, but I'm not allowed to mention that, so I won't. Let's see. Starting with fast food items. As far as the draft goes, playing to the audience that I have in the room with me at this point, I'm going with the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich.
Good, solid
For
number
not
one.
being sporty, you're getting good at drafts. Okay. Am I
Solid.
next?
Yep, solid number one. Solid number one.
Well, it doesn't have to do with sports. I'm great
Okay,
at sports.
first on my list is the Chick-fil-A regular nuggets.
Ooh. Both solid choices. Both seniors and veterans in the sport. Good choices.
Now that you're acting like the people on the podcast, I know what you're talking about because I watched them too.
Exactly.
He's so good. Just as an editor's note, seriously, go and follow these guys on TikTok. They're absolutely hilarious. They're the guys we got this idea from. And quite frankly, I say got as if we didn't just steal the entire premise of their TikTok channels for this particular episode. So you go and, yeah, do that.
That's hilarious.
He's so
Right?
good.
Okay, so going on that same theme, having a senior team that is really as your anchor, I gotta go for the Chick-fil-A fries because there's nothing else out there like those.
Chick-fil-A is getting a lot of love right now.
it's
and,
great.
And, I mean, obviously, I'm a big fan of Chick-fil-A myself.
Yep.
But
They produce good players.
Chick-fil-A has a lot of great players, a lot of solid entries every single year. I think I'm going to go right now. This is going to be a controversial pick because I think it's incredibly underrated, and I think that it might cost me the win, but there's also a chance that it's going to get some sleeper voters in the comments section.
Fair enough. Okay.
I'm going to go with the Whopper.
Oh,
from Burger King.
Good choice because they have a really good audience and fan base does Burger King. So I
We're not
understand.
we're not as good as the people on TikTok at
No.
doing this.
Pick of the Whopper. Very good. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna barely be an oddball here because that's who I am.
Barely?
I really am gonna be.
Really
I got a
am
little
gonna be.
southern. Okay, I'm going with. What's that store called? Okay, sorry. Arby's crinkle cut fries with a side of cheese.
See, if you would have gone with the curly fries, I would have thought.
They're spicy.
And that's exactly where I was going to go. And I'm going to go there because I feel like if I take two good...
Your whole team is fries.
Yeah, however, two good veterans on the board that are unique players. And I need to go with the curly fries from Arby's because if I go there, it wipes off the board and all other fries are pretty much just
I
regular
think that's
fries.
the general consensus as far as fries go. I mean, Chick-fil-A, you got to have the McDonald's
Chick-fil-A,
fry.
Arby's on my...
I want to take, because I don't, see, here's the thing. I want to take the McDonald's fries simply because it's the top player of the fry world.
True.
But for me personally, I've never found them to be I've always thought they're a little bit overrated as far as all that goes. And I've always personally preferred the Chick-fil-A fry as well. Plus, I think you got a solid fry team going there, and I don't really want to mess that up. So for me, I got the solid Chick-fil-A sandwich. I got the solid burger. I got to go with something else that has that fast food flavor to it that everybody's always craving, always talking about, and I got to go with the Big Mac.
Ooh.
Now, I know
classic,
that
a classic.
I know that it's controversial to be the sandwich guy. You're the fry guy. I'm the sandwich guy. You're kind of the hodgepodge lady at this point.
Well-rounded
But
pick for your team.
I have to-
It went a little longer than what I thought it was going to go to. Round 3.
the fact that Big Mac is a third draft pick is pretty insane in my opinion.
I agree.
Okay, I'm oddballing my team even more.
Okay.
I'm going with, this is a fast food, so don't tell me it's not, the Taco Bell burrito.
Okay.
That's absolutely fast food. Absolutely fast food. If you would have said Crunchwrap Supreme, I'd have a little bit more of respect for you.
But just
But
a plain old burrito.
the plain old burrito,
Yeah.
I personally
That's a value
will-
pick. It's a value pick because they're not like too high of a salary because they're just a cheap item. So
Yeah.
I understand that.
That's not bad. That's a good pick.
Okay, I'm going somewhere that is not thought of. I'm going for one of those utility players on the team.
Okay.
That you need on the team.
He's
Moore's
going with the ketchup.
no, Moore's an anchor. Moore's an anchor. Like I was thinking, like round 4 or 5, but I'm gonna get it now before either you think of it. Gonna go with Dairy Queen Blizzard.
Dairy Queen Blizzard. Now Dairy Queen is the place for ice cream.
Yes.
You don't go anywhere else for ice cream because there's no
No.
variety. McDonald's machines are broken down all the time. I respect
Absolutely.
that. I too think that Dairy Queen, honestly, the king and queen of burgers and dairy, they are particularly underrated restaurants in my opinion.
Absolutely.
For me, you mentioned Taco Bell, and this is going to bring me to my 4th draft pick. I could save this for 5, but on the off chance that somebody else thinks about it, I don't want anybody else to take this out.
Okay.
We don't have any drinks on this.
You
Oh,
didn't
wow.
have any drink.
And I
Taco
personally,
Bell.
Going,
I
he's
gotta go
going.
with the Mountain Dew Baja Blast
I knew it.
exclusive for Mountain Dew,
Oh,
and I
wow.
think that's a pretty. I think he got a pretty well-rounded drink
that
there.
is a solid pick right there.
It's exclusive too, so you have to go to Taco Bell, but people enjoy that Baja Blast.
It's true.
Okay, my 4th one, I'm going more with the deals right here. I like the
Okay.
cheap players.
Okay,
What a
I'm
value
going
player.
with the KFC $5 bowl. It has
Ooh.
all your traditions in a fast food
can we
setting.
count that as one
we
item
sure
though?
can. Yeah.
You ordered one item on the menu. I
They
guess
shove it all
it's
into
one
wrapped
bowl.
in, it's a wrapped in item
Okay.
there.
All
I
right.
guess it's
All
a
right.
solid
I
player.
respect it.
Solid pick. So what are we considering as fast food? So I have a question for you. You can tell me now if in consensus this is not fast food.
You can ask me a question.
Is Five Guys considered
No.
fast food?
No, there's no drive-through. I think fast food needs a drive-through.
Fast food requires a drive-through.
In my head, it does.
Okay.
I can't agree with that.
Yeah, but do you really count Five Guys as fast food?
Can't
Sometimes you
agree.
have to
Look,
sit with a
here's
number.
the thing. The National Fast Food League has repeatedly come to the decision that Five Guys is in fact fast food. And even though the fans have disagreed with every decision that they've made, I gotta respect
'cause
the wishes
it's
of the league.
Okay, but now me and Steven don't agree, so it's 50-50. So
So I will change it up and go in the opposite direction. That
Good.
that fast food, that Five Guys is where I was going to go towards, but I'll switch it up just for the sake of arguments. I want to have a penalty out there on the draft day, so I'm going to go with a Whataburger.
we don't even have them around here.
I know,
That's
but
a good
for the
call.
audience that has it, I'm going to go with the Whataburger because down in the South, region and Midwest, the Whataburger is extremely famous. More so than In-N-Out, more so than Five Guys, more so than Burger King and McDonald's.
You might have just given me the win there with that pick. I'm going to be honest with you.
I don't know,
You
though.
might have just
With my
picked
Midwest crowd, though.
I understand, but I don't think there's much of a Midwest crowd at this point watching us.
I gotta have that solid pick in
I
there.
think I
Is
gotta
there
go
a crowd?
with my
What are the questions from the host?
with my final pick. I've debated about going different places. I've thought about taking it to the French fries, or the McDonald's French fries.
Okay.
I've thought about going that direction, and I've seriously considered it. However, there isn't one single sauce player whatsoever that has been drafted for this particular draft.
Oh, true.
And I think sauce at the end of the day is an essential sauce. You got your Big Mac sauce, you got your plain olds, you got your ketchups, you got your mayos, you got your honey mustards. Each restaurant kind of puts their own little spin on different things. For me personally, I think Chick-fil-A has the best sauce game.
Okay.
I've heard that Church's Chicken has a great chicken sauce, but that's kind of like what makes the chicken, whereas the sauce complements the Chick-fil-A chicken,
Okay.
and I think that this is really important. So I gotta go with the classic Chick-fil-A sauce. Respect to the Polynesian fans, respect to the
Ooh.
Sriracha fans. Respect to the buffalo sauce fans. If you're putting buffalo sauce on your nuggets, that's pretty awesome, but I gotta go with the classic Chick-fil-A sauce.
I respect that pick. It's something you wouldn't have thought of because, you have to have a well-rounded team, and sometimes you need a condiment there to complement that team.
Ew.
He said condiment.
Ew, condiments are disgusting unless they're ranch or sour cream. Okay, and I don't think sour cream's a condiment. Anyway,
Consider. But we'll go.
Sour cream is absolutely a
it's
condiment.
way too expensive at Taco Bell.
Absolutely
I can't make my list.
Absolutely a condiment.
You can't pay 70 cents for a side effect.
It's pretty expensive.
Okay, that's not what I
continue.
wanted to say. Okay, my last one is going to be a drink because I think that needs to be. So I'm going with the Chick-fil-A sweet tea that
I
no
almost
one
went for that as my last
drinks.
pick. I almost went there.
That
went
one
there.
is clutch.
So usually you need a drink when you have a full-rounded team. However, I did pick some oddballs with the ice cream when the other two don't have a dessert on their team.
It's true.
Because of that, I'm also going to go with another protein inside sauce because you can't get one without the other. They go together, so I don't think it's picking two individuals. Is Cane's chicken tenders and cane sauce.
They do go together.
Again, Midwest folk, if you have Cane's, you understand how good Cane's chicken tenders and cane sauce is. And I think that appeals to a pretty large audience, I would
But
say.
I don't think it's the audience we pull in.
True, but I think it's so famous. I think that the audience that we do have know that
I think
player.
they can respect it at
They
least.
know that player and maybe play with that player once or seen that player play once, and just enough to pull them into my team.
So, as far as who has the best draft here, obviously we can all say we're going to be a little bit biased towards our own team.
Pretty tough.
Honestly, I would say that you and I were neck and neck if you
I would
hadn't
agree.
gone for that Whataburger pick. If you hadn't gone with the Whataburger, I'd be on your side at that point.
I understand.
But, look, respect to the Whataburger community, but I just don't think that that's going to be a tough enough contender about the Chick-fil-A sandwich, the Big Mac, and the Whopper.
I respect your team because of the veterans you have on your team. I also like the Baja Blast as a good kicker.
He's young. He's relatively young. He's
He
new
is.
to the
He
league.
is.
Okay, he's got a lot of spunk to him. Okay, he's going to bring a lot of that energized crowd, and I think I think that he's the.
What
the
about my
linchpin of the
team,
To
y'all?
be honest,
Y'all acting like it don't exist.
It's a variety team.
it's a variety. Yeah,
It's like the underdog. I think that you're the underdog team. I think that because you didn't put a lot of money in your salary for your team, I think that it potentially could be great because you're going to save money and potentially pick up other people in the long run.
If either of
But
your
immediate impact, though, I don't think the immediate impact's going to be there.
well, here's the thing: if either 5 of your things were on another team with bigger players, I think they get lost in the shuffle and they wouldn't really do much for you. But I think putting them all together like that on one team, you're going to see a higher result than I think you were originally expecting.
Yeah, and we'll let the audience decide. But I also wanted the audience to decide too if Five Guys is considered fast food, and Chipotle too, if that's considered fast food as well.
Absolutely.
Not.
You walk
Absolutely.
in, you walk through. It's not like you
Listen,
wait.
I'm going to be
at a
honest.
restaurant.
This is why I can't take your team seriously because you yourself have repeatedly in this very episode disrespected the National Fast Food Association.
No. It takes at least 4 minutes for me to get my cheeseburger. I don't even eat burgers, but
At Five
it doesn't
Guys?
matter. Yeah.
It shouldn't take it that long sometimes at McDonald's too.
Any other place.
Listen,
place.
if I have to walk in, it is not fast food. Fast food is my convenience of
See, here's
staying
the
in my
problem.
car.
You're using fast food as an adjective and not as a genre of food.
Okay. There's a Dairy Queen on my way to Ocean City that I love to stop at that does not have drive-through.
It's not a fast food Dairy Queen.
Okay, then Dairy Queen in general is not fast food. Then you can't classify if they sell the same product as all the other ones.
Because if one Five Guys has a drive-through, I would allow that one to be a fast food.
I'm sure the fast food.
I'm sure there's some Five Guys somewhere that has a drive-through.
I would pull up my phone right now, but I would get yelled at.
You would. Because you're forbidden to look on your phone because
it's cheating, pumpkin eating.
Anyways, folks.
That entire segment was brought to you by someone on TikTok who we were trying to copy.
And we will link them in the bio because it was their idea. It's not our idea.
It was their idea.
And I enjoyed their TikToks.
They're absolutely hilarious. Shout out, it's Danny G, right?
Yeah,
I believe.
Something like that. And I enjoy their
Danny
podcast.
G.
It's hilarious.
Danny G.
Danny G, I don't watch it.
No, you don't, because you constantly disrespecting the association. We're not going to have her back on here for the next round of that. But anyway, let us know down in the comment section whose draft you think is the best one. And who do you think disrespected the National Fast Food Association the most?
Me.
And clearly
you.
Yes.
Wow.
Read the room.
Penalize me. Put me on the bench.
Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And as always, we don't have an outro. We'll see you later.
Peace.